Every year across America, new basketball squads are formed for thousands of schools. Yet there is always the heartbreak many face when they are not chosen to be part of the team for the upcoming season. North Carolina is always one of the most competitive basketball states in the country. Fortunately, there are managing spots for guys who get cut from the team. Do you think Voyager's JV basketball team has the best manager around?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
On this episode of True Life, Jeremy Wright, I'm a basketball manager, you will meet a good-hearted kid that has AAU experience that wants to be part of Voyager's JV basketball team for the upcoming season. When tryouts come along, Jeremy does a great job playing, but unfortunately this does not allow him to get a spot on the team. Jeremy is not known as a quitter, so his love for the game drives him to become a manager.
Like I said, most guys will quit and give up and will be embarrassed that they didn't make the team, but that says a lot about Jeremy and his character. Start from the bottom and working your way in.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here.
Meet Jeremy Wright, freshman manager of the Voyager Academy JV basketball team. Jeremy wants nothing more than to be a part of this team, but unfortunately his efforts and tryouts did not allow him to be a part of the team for the upcoming season.
I remember the day he set the roster, he told me, like, make it. I was mad because some other people that made the team that I knew I was better than. And I was just devastated.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised. I mean, there were a lot of guys, trying out at his position. But I felt like he showed up to preseason. He missed a couple of days, but he was there and he showed us what he could do. And the only thing was he was just a little behind, but he was a scorer. I thought he could have contributed just as much as us.
He took it the right way. He was a little down, of course, but we like that because if a guy doesn't care about getting cut or not making the team, then we don't want those type of guys around. So we think Jeremy, he's got character.
Fortunately, Jeremy was not going to quit that easy. He decided to stay on as manager. Here are some of his roles he did before each practice.
First, Coach Huff would ask me to fill up the water cooler right here. So the first step to doing this, I have to take it out, fill it up with ice. Now we go back to the sink and fill it up with water. So after I finish up filling the water cooler, I just simply take it outside for the players to drink when they get tired or on a break.
I think he's a really hard worker. He grinds it out in postseason, and he's always a good encourager. He's always cheering us on in practice.
And he's just hard working. He refills my bottle when I need it, and the water's good.
Sadly, there were some guys who clashed with Jeremy off the court because of his managing role.
At the beginning of the season, Mark and I did not get along as well because he thought since his name was on the actual roster and my name was on the manager position, not actually a player, he thought he was better than me, even though he's 6'4", something like that.
I don't think I was picking on him because he always tried to start stuff with me in the locker room and during practices. He always said that if he was my height, he would make the team, or if I was his height, I wouldn't make the team. I don't really know why he was saying all that because he wasn't really taking care of stuff on and off the court.
I was giving a compliment to another player and he said, "What do I know?" because I was on the bench the whole game.
Luckily, Jeremy did not hold that against Mark and still praised him for his work this season.
He was still a big part of the team. I will give him that.
Jeremy was not going to let his role as manager keep him from working each day to better his game for next season.
Jeremy has always been better than me.
He's broken my ankle before, gave me a fish before. I just didn't want to get embarrassed. That's why I didn't show him.
This right here, caught Mario's ankles. He can guard me. And the left back, he reached.
Jeremy has improved tremendously as a player and as a student throughout this school year. The only question that remains is, will he make the team next year?
We're gonna have next year 4 returning players that were actually on the team for JV this season. We're playing next year as sophomores. So I feel like I can fit in and make the team that way. I think I can affect the team because I feel I play smart. I play good defense, and I could be a good leader to the team.
I think he'll contribute well. I think he'll make the team. They don't have a lot of height for next year, but I think he's a good spot-up shooter. I think he knows his fundamentals well.
Next year, I'm sure he'll make the team. I mean, I'm sure he learned a lot watching, and he's gotten a lot better, I'm sure, stronger, faster. So I definitely think he'll make the team next year.
Next time on True Life, Jeremy Wright, I'm a basketball manager. Find out if Jeremy gets a spot on the team for his sophomore season, and find out if Mark Vincent finally respects Jeremy enough to be a player, not just a manager.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here.